Welcome to Put This On, Season 7, Episode 44. We watch Barbie's Dreamhouse Challenge, Season 1, Episode 1. And I don't think this is going to work. Chris Lorenz.
I am so into a sledgehammer right now. This is Brian.
That means she's strategical. This is Noah Singer.
Is that backsplash functional? This is Max.
These were all quotes from the show we watched this week. But last week, we watched Deep Fake Love, and we had a poll on Twitter, and you guys voted the show a top third show. It's clearly audience and podcasts had different ratings on that, but maybe not everyone on this week. So stick around after the show to hear somebody else's take on the show, on last week's show, Deep Fake Love. But Noah, what was this week's show?
Yeah. Keith Bynum and Evan Thomas transformed the front exterior, adding a gigantic handle onto the roof to compete with Brian and Mika Kleinschmidt's backyard pink party pad. Actress, okay, this is just a recap of the finale. Google did me wrong. They did me real wrong.
What are you going to Google for? You should be on.
Okay,
Max
here's the description.
HBO.
Okay, no, I'm already on HGTV. I already had it open as well.
Okay, HGTV is good.
Yeah. Okay. The 4-part event series Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge, hosted by supermodel designer, author, and entrepreneur Ashley Graham, will feature 8 teams of HGTV superstars and 1 celebrated Food Network chef as they transform a Southern California home into a real-life Barbie Dreamhouse. That is Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge on HGTV or Max.
No, it's Max, the one for HBO.
What?
Of course.
And it's
the one to watch.
The one
for HBO. Anyway, so this is kind of I don't know if it's standard, but it's like a standard cooking show, but a like design show.
It's a standard renovation show.
No, renovation shows are like the one person renovates the whole thing. There's no competition in a standard renovation.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm saying it's a standard cooking show where there's like cooking competition. It's like Chopped or whatever. It's like 1v1, one team versus another team who redesigned their part of the house better. Like that's the whole show.
Yep. I didn't hate the premise of the show because, Barbie dream houses have all sorts of cool, dumb features. Sure, have fun with it. It's not your average renovation. It's like, unhinged. It looks like a Barbie dream house.
Yeah, the challenge here is that you're given a section of the house. So somebody has the living room and the dining room, and then somebody has the kitchen and
some nook,
some other room. And they have to make the rooms look like Barbie's dream house in a certain decade. So they'd make the kitchen look like the 60s and then the living room look like the 90s.
Yeah. I think the producers did a good job of teeing up this show, where we often see producers really just try to squeeze every juice of emotional wreckage out.
Well, on that note, I agree with you, but this show was over an hour?
It was like an hour and 12 minutes.
Without commercials, I don't think it was quite that long.
No, it was that long.
Okay. Oh,
what do you mean without commercials? The entire show was a commercial.
Yeah.
So I think it did overstay its welcome by about 40 minutes. If this was a 40-minute episode, I'd be way more positive on which it might surprise you is next week's show is only 42 minutes or whatever. So it's only this first episode that's obnoxiously long.
This was a struggle to watch.
I don't think it's that bad.
We'll get into the ratings, but I don't think this is terrible. It's just it oversees its welcome too much and gets into too many things that have nothing. There's ads in the show for ads, for a show that's already an ad about Barbie. There's
the Walmart Research Foundation.
There's Walmart ads. There's an ad for some sort of charity from the host, randomly in the middle.
Yes.
And there's just frequent shots of Barbies you can buy. And we get it. We can buy the Barbies.
I mean, but it's called Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge. Like, if you're entering this universe, you know you're being sold. Like,
Oh,
you're
I agree.
opting in.
I didn't opt in.
I mean, you opted into the Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge.
Yep.
Sure. Then all right, so let's just get into some minutia about the show. So the show is hosted by Ashley Graham.
What's her deal?
She's a host and model.
Mm.
Okay.
That's all I know about her.
Yeah.
Noah, did you internet corner this person? Do you know who this person is?
I mean, so she's a body activist, body positivity, self-acceptance. You know, I think she's just she's known for being like a bigger model. And
Like
so
a-
like
Yeah, but she's like gorgeous.
I mean, again, you're a model, right? Like
Right.
you know, but relative to other models, she is much more curvy.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
like her thing, you know?
Sure.
Is this person's apex? This random show on HGTV host of?
Probably not, but maybe I don't think we have enough context.
Yeah, I think someone's going to internet corner this.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm
I'm on the corner.
I can't imagine that this would be anyone's apex.
I don't know. There's
mean-
nothing that clearly shines above it, but she does a lot of things at this level.
So it's just part of her oeuvre.
I think that's a good way to speak about it.
I mean, she probably bigger when she's like actually what she's known for, and not like this show. Because she's not known for like TV. She's known for being a model. But
Yeah.
But we're talking apexes. We are talking about TV. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she does a lot of stuff that takes advantage of, I think, who she's probably really well known with, right? Like, there's a niche that probably knows her super well, and she plays that niche, right?
Okay.
She's probably
She had her own show at some point called
Whoa.
the Ashley Graham Project. So
Oh, that's probably the apex.
yeah, having your own show.
Actually, I would say the show is her apex because she drives a pink Corvette and it's kind of sick.
Do you think they had a pink Corvette sitting around, or they like painted a Corvette pink?
Here is a fun fact. There is heavy GM advertising in the Barbie movie, so they must have some sort of partnership.
interesting. Okay.
So the Corvette was in the movie too.
I haven't seen the movie, but I know the new Blazer EV is heavily featured.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
interesting.
probably in the movie. There is like a it's probably in the movie. I just don't know anything about cars.
There's a lot of tie-ins with the movie.
yeah.
They made this for the movie, and then they just had it around.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything's made for him. But just one thing on her apex. So the Ashley Graham Project, yes, it's her own show, but it was on the Go 90
Oh,
digital network,
Run-
which was a internet television service, whatever that means, and mobile app owned by Verizon.
So their whole shtick was that instead of watching movies vertically, you'd watch them horizontally, like TikTok.
I
So
thought
they
it was
were
more
they,
like I
You
thought it was
mean
more like Quibi.
Reverse.
they
You mean-
predated Quibi. Quibi
Ah.
was Go 90.
Oh wow.
That's why it's called Go 90. It's like you spin it 90
all right.
degrees.
I think we can make it. I think you can make a case that this is Apex.
It's definitely it's up there. Like again,
I mean, we haven't had any Apexes in a very long time, so I'm gonna go call it
Yeah.
Apex.
okay.
Move on.
Yeah. That's good.
She's gonna get paid for this.
But yeah, this show, it's like the challenge of HGTV. They're bringing everybody together,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
ultimate challenge.
We got Egypt and Mike are our first team. They are from Married to Real Estate, I think.
Sure.
That's what I wrote down. They're married. They're a married couple. They have to do the entryway and dining room set via the 90s. We got hot skating Barbie, and we got a purple elevator. And those are all the notes I wrote about the show, about their place.
If that was all the notes you took about the show, I would also understand.
No, I have some other notes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have to have some sort of toyetic thing in their rooms.
Toyetic.
How did they land on toyetic as
know,
the
right?
word for
Because
this?
I think that's a That's not a Marvel.
A
The
Mattel
thing. Like I think that's what they use internally. Is like
It's like Imagineering.
yeah. Well, actually, I've heard of this term before. It's
Okay.
I think it's a real term for when a toy has a toy has like some sort of playable, movable piece.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I've heard about it in terms of like Lego. Like
So
when like a Lego set has like a ball that goes through a wall or something, like that's considered like toyetic.
So the unverified history of toyetic is the term is attributed to Bernard Loomis, a toy development executive for Kenner Toys, in discussing the opportunities for marketing the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, telling its producer, Steven Spielberg, that the movie was not toyetic enough, leading Loomis towards acquiring the lucrative license for the upcoming Star Wars project.
There you go, 70s toyetic.
Yeah.
It's been around a while.
Crazy.
We're not in the toy industry, so we don't know.
Yeah.
So this team did like a elevator that they had in the 90s house. They like put in this house as well. You click a button and the elevator goes up and comes out. I thought it was pretty cool. I feel like if you wanted something toyish in your house, this scene is pretty cool. Like it's pretty useful.
Except there's no way a human is ever going in that thing.
No, you're not getting in it. Just
no,
like
your stuffed dog is getting in.
You're putting stuff in it, and then you click the button, and it goes upstairs. So you don't have to carry it.
That's a dumbwaiter. That's not an elevator.
It is an elevator.
It's a dumbwaiter for sure.
Yeah, but a dumbwaiter, I think, assumes that you're powering it yourself, and like this is an elevator. It's like an electric dumbwaiter.
This is a smart waiter.
V1 was a dumbwaiter, though. They had a hand
for
crank
sure.
for that.
This is definitely like there's a problem with this one where like if you're trying to like carry something, it like only goes to the floor. You gotta like have it go up a little higher so you don't have to like bend over so far to pick it up. And there's a railing, so like you kind of can't do much with it with the railing.
That dog's not hopping over that. You know that.
I mean, it's obviously just for aesthetics.
Toyetics.
I honestly thought the space looked really cool. I thought this was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
The quality of both of the places was phenomenal. Yes. I was really impressed with that. Shame about the rest of the show.
Yeah, the results,
the reveal.
The results were great. Like they had really great 90s colors, like purples and pinks and blues, and they were like it looked really good. And they had like these things on the windows. What are they called?
Stained glass.
Stained glass with like Barbie shadows, and like it looked really cool. I thought like if you walked into the house, you're like, it's very good. Yeah. I am shocked at the result of the show.
Yeah, it's nice. On the HGTV website, they have some really nice photos of these rooms, and you can make they're like made for Zoom backgrounds, and they look great. They look awesome.
Yeah. So that was our 90s couple. I think that if I knew these people, Egypt and Mike, like I think I would have really enjoyed their segments. They seemed fun together. Yeah. They seem like it's a good time to hang out with them while they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing to houses. Yeah. And like I know that's pretty much what housing shows are. Like you're just hanging out with people that like know how to do stuff with houses.
To a degree, like this is next level. But...
So I think this...
I'm just saying their regular show. That's what their regular show is.
Yeah.
I think this raises a good question/point, which is the show really models it as if, it's just the two of them doing all the work. No, they have all sorts of general contractors at their fingertips.
Oh yeah. One of the first things they say is they have 500 people working on this house.
It's insane.
I'm like, I honestly thought when they said they had 500 people, I'm like, Oh my god, how much good could you do in the world with 500 people for 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Fully paying them, like,
No,
and you're
Chris,
doing this shit.
they're inspiring young women across the world to buy more Barbie.
And to go see the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
And then buy more Barbie. And then go see the
Yes.
Barbie movie.
Is it not buy more
you Barbieing it?
Barbies or you buy more Barbie?
It's, I mean, do you?
I'd imagine there's Barbies.
But it's also like all the accessories too. That's all Barbie stuff.
It's kind of like boobies in Barbies.
Okay.
Same,
I don't
same.
know.
Chris is canceled. Moving on. Let's talk about the 60s.
Okay.
Who is our couple?
Hold on, I got my notes. Jasmine and Antonia are the people on this team, but they're not like on a show together. Antonia is from Beachside Brawl, which is like a cooking show.
Yeah.
And I didn't get where Jasmine was from.
HGTV.
Yeah, she's like a HGTV stand-in, so I'm on her bio. It's actually really weird. On the HGTV website for the show, they don't feature all the contestants. So like Egypt and Mike are not on here, just weird.
They didn't win. Maybe they should win.
No, it's like anyway.
Yeah, they only show the 4 winners.
Yeah, so Jasmine is a host on HGTV Hidden Potential and has a new show called Help, I Wrecked My House, and was a winner on another show called Rock the Block. So,
I literally have Help, I Wrecked My House written down.
Oh.
Yeah.
But there's also something called Kitchen and Family Room between those two. So I was really confused. Which are the 2 rooms they had to like renovate. Family room was the thing we were looking for earlier. So they have to do it in style of the 60s, which if I'm comparing 2 different styles, the 90s to the 60s, sorry, the 90s are probably going to win. Like they're more vibrant. They can be more interesting. Like this 60s kitchen could be anyone's kitchen.
You also were growing up in the 90s, so I think that you holds a special place in your heart.
No. Untrue, Brian. I just think that the more vibrant colors would be better. Like in terms of what I would want in a Barbie house. What I want in a regular house,
right.
I might take the 60s.
60s is bold.
I mean, if my choice is the 60s or the 90s, I guess the 60s would have the, like my grandparents had this horrible green like carpet, and it had I forget what they called it. It looked literally like puke green. Whatever decade that's from, I don't want that. No thanks. But I guess we're being specific to Barbie, so we probably wouldn't get a lot of pink green stuff.
No.
Puke green. We get a lot of pink stuff. So like shades of pink. The black. Like this looked like a fairly good kitchen, no matter if it was 60s or today.
I mean, it's interesting. Like, I think in the show that the edits made the kitchen and living room look less impressive. When I'm looking on the HGTV website and they have a lot more pictures of it, you actually get a better sense of how well they executed 60s. Like both are amazing, but like it just comes off better. I find on the website.
Well, maybe they should have taken the 105 minutes and done that for us.
Yeah, they definitely need to do better there.
But like, I think this couple wins because this actually looks better as a house. Like this, the 60s looks better, like conceptually as a modern house than the 90s does. Like the 90s Barbie house looked like a freaking Barbie house. This looks like a Barbie house, but not nearly to the same level.
They also fucking cheated by serving food.
Oh, they did cheat.
I mean, is that against the rules?
No.
I mean, it gives you an edge for sure.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It's not cheating, but you definitely got an edge.
Yeah.
You feed me fried chicken, you're getting
fried chicken and mashed potatoes.
They were pretty happy about that fried chicken.
The comment of these mashed potatoes will change your life.
So here's the thing. Is there anything less Barbie than fried chicken and mashed potatoes?
Less Barbie?
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't
I
feel
feel
very
like Barbie
Barbie
would
to
really
me.
like some fried chicken.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like I can see her holding it in the flat hand and then just like putting up the fake mouth.
I'll have to go see the movie and watch what they
I mean,
eat.
mashed potatoes definitely like housewife level
Mm.
thing. So no, fried chicken though. I'm not sure.
How does she have that figure if she's eating fried chicken?
No, I'm agreeing with you with fried chicken,
Okay.
but mashed potatoes definitely in Barbie wheelhouse for sure.
So it's pretty cool. I got an ad for the Chevy EV, the Blazer EV, on the HET website. It's a Barbie branded ad to go check out. And so I've been on their website looking at the car, and it's interesting. It's like it's co-branded, but you can't buy the car with anything Barbied about it. Like
No
there's a
pink,
lot
no
of,
pink.
like there's no Barbie.
I think it's just featured in the movie, and that's it.
Yeah, it's definitely featured in a movie. Like it plays a role. But it's interesting that like you can't get like even like a little Easter egg of Barbiness in the car.
You used to be able to order like a factory Camaro with like Transformers badges on it and shit.
That's cool.
It was crazy when like the car turned evil and kidnapped Ken, and then Barbie had to go.
Whoa, I haven't seen the movie.
From all
spoilers.
Spoilers.
What?
Shia LaBeouf?
From all the castles.
No.
And he keeps going to the wrong castle, and there's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty prominent part for sure.
No.
So it seems like there was a couple scenes with Antonia and somebody named Scott, or not Antonia. Who's the other person's name? Jasmine. Jasmine's the one there all week for some reason. They just let Antonia just go home.
No, it's kind of crazy. And Tony's like, yeah, I got to design a menu. I'll be back later this week.
It took you that long for the menu?
No, I mean, she's just not on the show for a couple days. And then Scott guy comes in and is like, oh, that's the guy you probably work with all the time and not this person.
It's really unclear why Antonia's in the show.
Obviously, to bring in the Food Network people.
Cheating.
It's not that hard to look at. Okay, we got a list of these people. This is the audience that we think that they'll pull in. And the Scott person pulls in 0% more. And Antonia brings in more people. Like, that's it. It's not that hard.
I don't know. That's a stretch. I'm going to go look.
What do you mean that's a stretch?
Like,
that you work in business, you know how this works.
No, I get the appeal thing, but like, I'm gonna look up her.
Look up Antonia or look at Scott and Jasmine.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think she has a huge like Instagram presence. Like, I don't know.
All right, so then they also had this toyetic. Their toyetic was pop-up appliances. So you'd hit a button. And then they would pop up from the kitchen table.
I thought that was sick.
Yep.
I think this would be terrible if this was in your real island.
Oh, I wouldn't want it, but I thought it was a cool toyetic.
Yes.
It's a lot more practical than the. How do you like the elevator that you can't use because of the railing over this?
Yeah, this is very functional.
I don't know, because like as if it was a toy, I'd want to put things up the elevator. As a toy, I wouldn't want to put the toaster away and bring the toaster back out.
I mean, this is supposed to be like a toy house. It's a Barbie dream house. It's not a Barbie functional house. And I think
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather play with like a fake elevator than some sort of put the toaster away button.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. As a toy.
I guess so. Yeah.
As like a functional kitchen, sure, the elevator is not very functional, where this is somewhat functional. I'd argue how functional it is, but it seems functional on the surface.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm thinking of like the Ghostbusters house I had as a kid, which is like Barbie Dream House for boys. And it had a little elevator thing, and that was very fun.
Yeah, like you can have reasons to go up and down the stair, like up and down.
Yeah,
but like. Just have play kitchen time with your tiny Barbie kitchen. Like whatever. We digress, I think, on which ones they like. And then at some point we had Maureen McCormick come in, which is somebody from the Brady Bunch, the middle. Was it the middle?
Oh, that memorable middle sister.
No, wasn't it the oldest one? It was Marsha.
Was it Marsha?
Oh yeah, Marsha was the oldest. Yeah.
Okay, so Marsha from the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
Is here. She comes in midway through the week, gives some tips, but then she comes in as the judge, and this is like a test to see if you took her like advice. Both of them did. It doesn't really matter what it was. And then we got Jonathan Adler, which he's some sort of Barbie person. He really played up his Barbiness.
No. Jonathan Adler is just like a designer.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's not like super Barbie fan, but he played up his Barbie fandom.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
God, no, I thought you were saying he's like a Barbie person. It's like, nah, he's like a fashion guy. He's not like Calvin Klein that level, but he does like a bunch of different stuff. Like
he's HGTV level Calvin Klein.
He has a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
We got Tiffany Brooks as our last judge. She has 9 dream houses, everyone. How many dream houses do you think I could buy right now on Amazon?
They're probably wildly like everybody's buying Barbie right now.
Yeah, but
bad time to buy a dream house.
No, but just how many Barbie dream houses, different Barbie dream houses are they selling right now? Like that you could just buy, not like
new,
not like ones you could get from 2000 or 1990. Like
I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna go with 14.
Can I get a Barbie dream mortgage?
I'm gonna go with 9. I think 9's a good number.
Go 7.
Okay, so we got 9, 7, 3, and 14.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on Amazon right now.
How's it looking?
These are more expensive than I thought they'd be.
So
it's not a Barbie reasonable house. It's a Barbie dream house.
It's a Barbie dream house. There's 2 at the top.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna filter by Barbie and Mattel as the brands. Try to get a good, quick sense.
There's a lot of there's another Barbie doll house, but it's not a dream house.
Gotta be dreaming. California.
Very exciting.
California.
Yeah, it looks like 6. Yeah, if we consider Dollhouse a dream house.
No, I think a dream house is a dream house.
Dream house is dream house.
Dream house is separate.
Then there's 4.
I fucking called it mostly.
Yep.
Suck on that.
But we went over, so we're gonna do bullshit.
Okay.
Prices Right.
I'm so mad.
I mean, that's pretty much the show. Then they come in and then they say they look at both. You get to see both of the finished, rooms or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the judges say what they liked and what they didn't like. Doesn't matter. Then the judges pick, and the winners. I guess we didn't talk about this whole a Barbie fan gets each team has a Barbie fan that they get a prominent place in the show. And then if they win, if your team wins, your Barbie fan moves to the next level and you move to the competition at the end. And then something happens and you get a chance to win.
Your fan comes out to the house reveal.
Yeah, no, and the fan gets to stay a night in the dream house or something.
No, they get a chance to win a stay at the dream house.
Wow. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
No, yeah.
And for one of these people, that seems awesome. It's
it's not like they don't get it. They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is HGTV property. They're going to sell that thing and flip it real fast.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with the house.
They're just going to demolish it.
Oh, my God.
Because they said 100%. It was in Santa Clarita, right? Yeah, it's in Santa Clarita.
I mean, if they were smart and cared enough, you could put that shit on Airbnb or something.
Oh yeah, you make a killing, but
you can make some money.
I think you can't keep it on there for long because it will get wrecked.
Well, then you got to keep up with it.
Yeah, it's just too much money. You're sinking too much into it.
Well, it's just like I know it's not their business, so they won't do it. It doesn't make a dent. But like if I was trying to make money, that would be my job.
Yep.
Fix the Dreamhouse.
I would say the oddest thing about the house itself is that it seems to be in the middle of like a very
a residential neighborhood,
but it's like a very tightly like designed standard residential. Like when he showed like the pan shots, like the houses look all similar, so you're gonna be driving down the street and it's like gray, and they're literally gray houses, which is like weird. Barbie house.
I am positive they did not get like an HOA house. Ain't no way.
No way.
I bet you they did. I mean, the thing is, you film this thing in 4 weeks. On the 5th week, the front looks back to normal.
You think they're redoing the whole house?
No, just like meeting the HOA guidelines or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find the actual address. Like, I know it's in Santa Clarita in Canyon County, country outside LA. Like,
does that mean Barbie's eating zombies or eating humans?
Right? Yeah, it's around there.
Yeah.
I'll try to find the address.
All right, let's do some questions. I think we're good with the minutia at least for now.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll skip the worst human being. I don't think that's all that useful. We're gonna need to do some drinking rules, I think. And anytime they mention the word pink, take a drink.
When our good old host shows up in some crazy vehicle, take a drink. Or finish your drink, actually.
Max?
Every time you see or hear a reference to Walmart, take a drink.
Ooh, that's a good one. Noah?
Yeah. Every time there's some kind of retro thing that you see, take a drink of that old bottle of liquor that you haven't touched in a while.
Sure.
If you have a Barbie, anytime a Barbie that looks like your Barbie comes on screen, take a drink.
Everybody has to bring their Barbie dolls out for this and have them drink
well, too. Yeah. If you have a tea party with your Barbies.
One thing we didn't talk about was when they're introducing people, they also have like Barbie doll clones of them.
I thought that was pretty good.
That was fun.
Would have that. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah. It's kind of a replacement of like, you know how when they have somebody and in their Chiron it says who they're partnered with? It's kind of like that.
Yeah. I like that. That was good. Would this show be better as a Quibi or a TikTok?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The results were good. Just focus on that. Not the building.
Yeah. Definitely needs to be way shorter. I think it honestly might be the best as like a 20-minute show. But like a 8-minute like Quibi would be way better than this.
It'd be fine.
3-minute TikTok could be good too. Like we made this a Barbie 90s thing. Good to go. Who's gonna hook up next?
Barbie and Ken.
Yep.
What do you love about this show, Max?
Nothing.
Nothing. Noah, what do you love about this show?
I think it's cool to see like all the old Barbie stuff and how they can bring that to life in a new house. Like, as we talked about, it does go a bit long, and I think they could show other details that would be more interesting. But yeah, I think it's cool to see the design over the years and see them bring it to life.
No, Brian, what do you love about this show?
I think that there was one cool mechanic that we didn't really talk about that I think is going to come into play for all the other episodes. And that was because the rooms were next to one another. Like if you need to do modification to like some adjoining stuff, you could fuck with the other person's design.
That was great.
Yeah, they knocked out a wall this episode.
Yeah, and they specifically said, we got to knock this wall out before they stop us.
Yep. I did come up with one thing. I would go as far as saying this show is a feast for the eyes. Lots of cool colors that you don't normally see on TV.
Yeah,
Good color palette.
I think it was good. What I liked about the show is just like the level of craft of like the LOP of these people as they're like renovating these rooms was so high. I was shocked at how well these rooms looked at the end. You know that these people like kind of do this for a living. It's like making, rooms to show on TV that just kind of pop and look good. I think that these were really good.
All right, so I actually have a quick detour I need to bring. So the Barbie house is for sale currently. They totally redid the whole house and brought it back to a normal
Amazing.
I told you. Did I not tell you?
It is nuts. Yeah, it's a big house. It's a
how does it look now? Can you send us the Slack link?
Yeah. I just posted in our other one, but I'll put it in Slack too. Like, it's a
I'll
$2 million house.
Look in the show descriptions. You'll get to see it.
Yeah, we'll put it in $2 million house. It's an amazing house. Like, but I just can't believe there's like
it's completely devoid of anything.
Nothing.
It's so funny.
I can't believe it.
I mean,
they kept some stuff like
this house looks really good.
The chimney is still triangular, but yeah, that's so funny.
Well, that thing is spoilers.
I mean, there's they definitely took that wall out, right? Is that wall back?
They kept the retro appliances.
Oh man, they have still the toyetic in the kitchen.
Oh, they do. You're right.
Okay. All right, then we got to talk about this toyetic thing. Like, who's gonna? So we talk about this with like the small the small house show. It's like, who's gonna fix that when that breaks?
Nobody.
Broken and done.
Yeah.
And then, like, if the idea is that you could use that counter space while the thing's down, but now there's just a bunch more holes for crumbs and shit to get down.
How much crumbs do you have in your life?
I mean, if you're eating on the counter, it's an island. You could eat there.
I guess.
Cut things there. Like, it's a counter, but now it's like worth less than if it was just a counter because shit can get down there. And it's harder to clean. I don't know. I'm just saying there's some downsides to this thing, but there are some upsides.
Yeah, I do like the house description. Is like just slight like hint. So feature on national TV. And then it goes on and on. It's like, you'll be tickled pink when you discover 5 massive bedrooms.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's like, who needs Malibu when you have this house? Oh man.
You just can't afford to go to Malibu after you bought this house.
I mean, this is also not a cheap house. Like $2 million isn't nothing.
I mean, it's got a pool with a slide.
It's a very nice pool. Very nice backyard. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Like this is a gorgeous house. All
right. We talked enough about this house. Let's do ratings. Do stock ranking system between top, middle, bottom, third. I think I know Max's, so give it to me.
Bottom, third, middle of the bottom. It's not the worst thing I ever watched, but I was looking at my phone so much. You could maybe make this work as a background show. I don't know why you'd bother.
Noah, what do you got for me?
I think it was a decent show. Like, I think it was 4 episodes. Is that right? I need to go check, but
I think it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, at 4 episodes, I think they did it right. Like this is something they're trying to cash in. On the momentum. They want to do it super quick. I think 4 30-minute episodes probably would get you further. But yeah, I think it's pretty decent. I'm putting the middle, top of the middle. And before I go, I gotta call this out. There's a comment on the Redfin where it says appears to be mostly in original condition.
It appears that way.
It appears.
Brian, what's your rating?
I'm gonna do bottom of the middle. I really gotta agree with Noah. It's only 4 episodes, and Max said it could be a background show. I think I would just burn through this and see the crazy shit that they make from this house, but I'm not gonna be paying attention to it. I'm gonna be doing something else.
Yeah, if you watch this and you just fast forward to the last 15 minutes, fine, sure.
Yeah, I might do that. That's a good idea.
I mean, the HOA fees for this house are like $3,000.
How are you not ruling the fucking HOA with that?
Like, that's so much. That's like way more.
What was the electricity like average? Like $266 a month? No.
Save 266 with rooftop solar.
Okay.
They're just trying to get you to buy that solar.
I would definitely buy the solar for that house. It would save so much money.
Yeah, but then we're not talking about this. I'm gonna give this a middle third show. I think a Noble. It was way too long, but I think if I liked and I knew the people, the hosts of HGTV, I think the show would be great. Like in terms of, and you like Barbie, I feel like that's got to be a big Venn diagram overlap. So I think this is a pretty good HGTV show overall. Like it's not terrible. I like the competition nature of it versus like, but usually the drama in these shows is usually pretty terrible. So, yeah, middle third. That's where I'm gonna put it. So last week we all did not like deepfake love. So, except for somebody that wasn't on the podcast.
Oh,
Brian.
yeah, he's here now. Oh,
What did you like about deepfake love? Give us your spiel here.
Like the head games. So they're already playing head games with us. Like the producer are fucking setting shit up. Now it's just you got to guess whether your partner's fucking anybody else or not.
Yeah, but like they didn't say they were playing head games with them until after they saw the clips.
Right. So what Brian's saying is he's fine with that.
Yeah, let's just ride this.
I mean, like, I'm not saying you can't like the show. I think the show has entertainment value, but it's just not like fun entertainment to me.
So, okay. Usually I'm one to like call out like really sick stuff. This takes it like way too far. That's just like it loops back around to me.
It's like
I get where you're coming from.
The only show I've ever called cruel was the show last week.
It's pretty messed
cruel.
up to do that.
Like Temptation Island is one thing, but this take it to the next level. You didn't just need to. That's the whole point. Is you just didn't need to take it to the next level.
I really hope that the end is just like there were never any deep fakes.
They showed us the deep fake. What do you mean?
But those could just been
and they were clips shown that they saw.
Yeah, but after this, there's none.
Sure, maybe. But then why call this deepfake love? Like you're taking it to the next level.
That would be the deep fake of all time. Just it was playing us. We were the faked.
What if Brian is deep faking us right now? And
I am.
He really doesn't like the show.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a deep fake love.
As for other shout outs, Brandon and I have been watching the prank panel. It's the prank show with the Jackass guys. It's pretty good. I think the pranks are pretty fun. They did like a reverse prank where they pranked the person that came on to prank somebody else. And that was pretty good. And it was really fun watching her like be like, yeah, we're going to get him. And then they get her. And you find out that she's like 3'5", and you're like, oh man, she's so short. It's pretty good. Johnny Knoxville, I need more of him in my life. He's funny.
Yep, I fully agree with that assessment. It has not been like the best show. It's just been a highlight because it just makes you smile and laugh.
I'm shocked that one of the prank shows was so good when the other one was so bad.
There's so many bad prank shows.
Yep.
It's crazy. Brian, have any other shout outs?
Thanks to Max, I've started watching Barry. I'm midway through season 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How you liking it?
I'm liking it a lot. I think it's just some of the stuff is like really wild and like I don't understand.
Yeah.
Goran wants to speak to you.
The acting stuff and how he's just not good at it.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Barry's great. Yeah.
Max.
Wait.
You got another shout out?
Anti shout out. Secret Invasion. Don't watch it.
Secret Invasion.
It's the new Marvel show.
Oh yeah. Disney sent me a notification about that today.
Ignore that.
Yeah.
Belay that order.
Max, you got any shout outs?
I watched You season 3. I don't know why. It was
Why would you do that?
I've
don't
seen
know.
it. Yeah. I've seen all the seasons of You.
It was fine. It was fine.
It's a pretty fun serial killer. I like the narrator.
Season 1 was delightful.
Yes.
Season 2 was fine. Season 3 was fine.
I know it gets worse from season 1 for sure.
Yep.
Noah, you have any shout outs?
Nothing new. Actually, no. We started the last season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
All right.
So that's always fun. It's like definitely just. I'm glad they ending it. Like the shtick, kind of like you could feel it.
Yep.
Closing out, which is good.
You gotta teach Beverly Jewish culture.
Yeah, that's how we get it done. So yeah, I think it's the only thing new. Otherwise, listen last week if you want to hear my shouts.
I have one shout out other than the other ones. The Dragon Prince is back. It's good. I like it. Surprise launch of season 5 on Saturday or Sunday. And next week, what did we say we were going to watch? Match Me Abroad?
No, Big RV Remix.
Oh, Big RV Remix. We're watching Big RV Remix on Hulu and probably some other random channel. It's on Hulu.
Yay.
We're hoping it's a better car show than the last 2 car shows we watched.
Who can say?
Who can say? All right. Tell us what you thought about this show on Twitter or whatever they want to call themselves at Who Put This On. There's going to be a poll. If somebody wants to take over Threads, feel free. We can have a thread out there.
If you want us to be on Threads, tweet at us at Who Put This On Podcast.
Exit us.
Yeah, do something. We are unsure if we should stay on X or Twitter or whatever.
Well, the real problem is I do the socials. I don't have Instagram, so I don't have Threads, and Facebook can go pound sand.
You fuckers need to stop calling it anything but Twitter. Don't give him what he wants.
I called it.
He owns it. It's his decision.
Yeah, fuck him. Do you call it the Triborough Bridge or do you call it the RFK Bridge?
Neither. I just don't refer to the Triborough Bridge.
Okay.
All right. You can find us on Facebook.com/WhoPutThisOn. You can email us questions and suggestions at WhoPutThisOn@gmail.com. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace up. A-Town down.